Hello and welcome to Grenade. October is upon us and the huge video game releases continue to drop. The real heavy hitters that want your valuable playtime are here, but there's also a few hidden gems we'll showcase too. Let's do this. Here's 9 games releasing in October 2018. We'll start with the beast, the behemoth, the game that wants you for 5 years. Red Dead Redemption 2, out on the PS4 and Xbox One on October 26th. 8 years after we played the first of Rockstar's Red Dead games, we're going back, but this time it's a prequel, telling the story of the Van der Linde gang John was sent to kill. We play as Arthur Morgan, as the gang of outlaws are pursued and hunted by federal agents. Imagine GTA 5 in the Wild West and you're on the right tracks. Instead of cars for travel, we'll have horses, but they do include stats like stamina, speed and loyalty. The game is so vast, there are more than 200 types of animals to hunt in the game, and that's just a single side quest. Prepare to rob banks, hijack trains and live in the last vigil of the Wild West. We've had a Call of Duty title every year for 13 years now, so it comes as no surprise that another one releases this month. Call of Duty Black Ops 4 on PC, PS4 and Xbox One on October the 12th. You know what to expect. An expertly polished first-person shooter able to hit 60 frames per second on console, which is no easy feat. But there are serious differences to note with Black Ops 4. Firstly, there is no single player mode, no story mode, no campaign to experience. To some, that's a bitter pill to swallow, as the antics of Soap and Price in Modern Warfare, or the way Black Ops follows on from World at War, they were so important pieces of lore to many people. Well, now we live in the time of Battle Royale, and the development time needed for the campaign has been injected into Blackout, Call of Duty's version of Battle Royale. 100 soldiers wingsuit down onto the battlefield, and only one survives. I have to admit, it's a really good game mode. I played it, and I loved it, but it made me rage quit. Anyone interested in seeing me become toxic? Fortnite and PUBG need to beware here. A real contender is arriving on October 12th worldwide. Assassin's Creed became an annual video game franchise, and over time that took its toll on the series. Ubisoft decided to take a year off the AAA version of the game and returned last year with the excellent Assassin's Creed Origins, achieving some of the highest review scores to date. Well, they decided to go back to an annual release, and this month, Assassin's Creed Odyssey hit shelves on October 2nd. The mechanics and RPG staples remain the same as last year, with small updates everywhere. The most notable are the visual overhauls, as we play as Alexios or Cassandra, mercenaries who are directly descendants of King Leonidas, making the game around 400 years earlier than Origins. As always, the dedication to history and storytelling will be present. Will making a game every single year be possible, or will the game suffer as history has shown in the past? Are you grabbing it? I'd love to know your thoughts. Let's look at sport. WWE 2K19. Okay, sports entertainment then. It's still real to me, damn it. On October the 9th, WWE 2K19 hits the PS4, Xbox and PC. With many annual games, it can be difficult to surmise what changes from last year. So here goes. The roster boasts over 200 superstars and is confirmed to be the largest in their history. The showcase mode returns again, and this year you'll be reliving Daniel Bryan's career up to the moment he finally achieved his dream. My Career mode has once again improved, with voice acting from an impressive amount of the locker room. All in all, if you like a bit of wrestling, this series continues to improve every year. Oh, and if you get the deluxe version, you can play 4 days earlier on October the 5th. Ever heard of the Cthulhu? It was a short story written back in 1926. Almost 100 years later, it's getting its own video game. On October 30th, we'll be filling the shoes of Edward Pierce, a private detective looking to solve the death of an entire family. If you haven't guessed already, this is a psychological horror outing. The Cthulhu is said to be like an octopus dragon being designed to scare the shit out of you. If you want to wet yourself with fear, be ready on October 30th for the Call of Cthulhu. The action role-playing games known as the Souls series are being re-released together on October 19th. The Dark Souls Trilogy on Xbox One and PS4. It includes all the DLC. But here's something strange. They aren't releasing it in Europe. It's weird, isn't it? Running at 60 frames per second with dedicated servers, and even the password matchmaking from Dark Souls 3 has been added to the game. If you were one of the few people who missed Dark Souls the first time round, grab this and prepare to die. So bloody many times. Any beat 'em up fans in the house? Soulcalibur 6 is available on October the 19th on PS4, PC and Xbox. Although it never really gets the attention it deserves due to Tekken and Street Fighter, Soulcalibur continues to garner good reviews and has ultra impressive cameos, such as Geralt from The Witcher. Here's something different, the occupation. This game lasts 4 hours, exactly 4 hours. You may think that's not long enough. Well, hear me out, because this could be brilliant. Over those 4 real-time hours, you can interact with many characters, shaping your experience. They call it dynamic artificial intelligence. In other words, you and I can play a game at the same time, and we'd experience completely different, contrasting sights and interactions. This isn't a happy-go-lucky story, as the plot starts with a terror attack killing 23 people. Everything is set back in 1987 in the UK, so expect terrible accents. Kind of like mine? Oh no, Tarquin. The occupation drops on October the 9th. And finally, as they're becoming such a huge part of gaming, I'm including a DLC this month for Spider-Man on PS4. On October the 23rd, we can jump back into Spidey's New York and team up with Black Cat, who got away from us in the base game. She's planning the ultimate heist, and we've been promised another supervillain is waiting to do battle with Peter. In terms of content, no new mechanics are intended to be added. This is simply more Spider-Man on PS4, which suits me completely. So there we have it, 9 video games to help you get through the month of October. What are you buying? It's a tough choice, isn't it, this month? My bank balance won't be happy. Oh, and if you're wondering where the heck Battlefield 5 is, well, that's been delayed until November, so we'll cover that next month. I'm Adam from PlayStation Grenade. It's been a pleasure. I'll see you next time.